Royalties of peace during the storm, back to peace that has no storm, looking on to perfect peace. How are we all doing this beautiful Wednesday? My water day. Yes, it is April 3rd of 2024. April 3rd of 2024. All about awareness of our weakness, seeking wellness, and not a complicated grief. April could be thought to be the first month of the year, having it starting with the letter A. Food for thought. If April is the first month of the year, and also it's spring, the sprouting of all vegetation and animalia, kingdom plantae and kingdom animalia, starting a new cycle of existence, the cycle of pondering of the mind, like a new academic year of both kingdoms. This could be considered the first month of the year. What is the first to you? Every day is the first day of our lives. Waking up from sleep is like starting a new cycle of life. Some ascend, claiming they never return. Others can testify they had been in this life in previous years. Like water cycle, the sun evaporates the water, and on ascending, they become heavier because of impurities and descend like rain or snow. But not all returns. Some ascend even higher. Some go beyond the level of those who descend, like forgotten as some to us, while others claim they are returning. A newborn, birth seasons. We have them of different stages and different times of the year. January began a new year. April, the spring. September, the academic year. Yet, every day is someone's birthday. Has always been about a rebirth, has always been about a new, looking for a better of self, the need to upgrade, enlightenment, call it reason, age of reason, call it the great awakening. We are looking for the common good of the people, where the common good of the people must be the common good of the environment. If eating plants hurts the plants, if trotting the earth hurts the ground, like it hurts my feet, walking on stones, is the pain that I feel, the screaming of the innate. The pain that I feel, is it the screaming of the innate at me? What is the essence of having senses, of feeling, of sight, of smell, of taste, of hearing? What are my senses for? Is it just for myself? Or are the innate also part of me? Ice sublimes, water evaporates. We seek for the gaseous state where there is no friction of atomic particles, no collisions, no pressure point, no need for a change, but just perfection. Must we ask, when are we ever going to reach that stage? Is that even possible? We are the creators of so many existence. Why is it not possible? When what I create pleases only some of us, an upgrade to some of us, but to others, destruction. Protecting myself should not be a weapon against you. Why does it take friction, collision, to escape the battlefield of the mind? When we say two wrongs never make it right, the need for a rebirth, a revolution, is there really a place where there is no storm? Even if it's least, we know it's going to grow. Everything grows. Everything grows. Good grows. Bad grows just like how good grows. No matter how much we try to reduce the bad from growing, with time, the mechanism used will become superstition, and we begin to look for another. It means to resist bad from growing. We can never we can never resist bad from growing, but only slow down its growth rate. The slowest growth rate is the expected growth rate. When we enforce good to grow faster than expected, may never see what we do wrong with the good and forcing it to grow faster. You could be given oxygen of the whole world to breathe, will only cause more harm. It must be of a certain limit to be breathable. Yes, oxygen is good, but cannot become harmful. What we call harmful is like enforced good than expected. Pressure on good than expected is what we call harm. Growth. Growth should be of expected. When we become too many, we expect the land to give us surplus because resources are important. But the more we walk the ground becomes a weapon against us. Landslides, deteriorating of the earth, ecosystem at its worst. Our environment becomes a toxic area instead of our beneficial. How do we reduce malevolence? Is there a specific rate of human growth? Should it be one child per home? Or should it be just two children per home? What would that mean to sexuality to be only applied at the time of procreation to avoid mistakes from happening? What would be the mechanism of procreation to us? Growth. This is the spring month. April happening to be one of the months of spring, of the spring season. Must we be able to reflect on this journey of the dark age into light? When today light is more like a darkness. This same age of light that started 1700 to the 21st century, still looking for another dawn in the light, must be able to reach its destination from point A to point A, where B is the meet, is the center of both points. Must point A be your initial state, the most important state of the journey to the destination? The dawning that starts with meditation, planning of how to travel the road, an effective planning for an effective intervention. So our outcome is perfect. Our day does not start in the morning, but at sunset of what completed the evaluation state is the beginning of a new day. The evaluation state is the beginning of the assessment, the intertwine, and is one. Looking for a new day starts with the finishing of the previous day. Have always been one day, a continuous, until we reach the end of the journey. When starting a new day is need for more work. After the evaluation, the outcome demanding more work, proves we have not reached a new age. We are still in the dark age. Calling our new strategies light does not mean we have left the dark age. It's only calling to ourselves the age of light. We haven't reached the age of light. Enlightenment is not the age of light, but only calling to self the age of light. We are still in the dark age, enforcing enlightenment, the sprouting into a new day. We seek must start with the evaluation, the sunset, the completion of work, the outcome of the establishment we have enabled, the enlightenment of this generation, of the 21st generation. Call it Alpha, call it the highest, should not become the least at the end of its tunnel. So many tunnels we have crossed. Should this be the last tunnel? Seeing the light on the other side is an enlightenment if we reach not the completion. When we reach the other side, the light did not deceive us, but how we approach it may either be the enlightenment or the final step. We are looking for the light age and not just enlightenment. The age of enlightenment is not the light age. Let us reflect while traveling this road. Peace in the storm, back to peace that has no storm, looking on to perfect peace, of none left behind, such that even when you reach the light age and you still have some in the dark age, it's only an enlightenment. Until all have reached the light age, can we claim we have found a new age? Can we claim we have finally reached our destination, the age of light? We are still in the dark age. To help some not to be confused, thinking they have been deceived, must we be able to distinctly express with details what we mean by great enlightenment. No longer in the dark age. Meaning we have moved. We have had a shift. We have covered some distance from yesterday, but still in the dark age, only of enlightenment. New ideas does not mean it's new or good until the evaluation. All ideas are good, but how do people work it? All ideas are good, but how do people work it? Finding a new idea depends on the people who have to enable the intervention. The planning is very essential. Must we enable a good plan at every new enlightenment, new reason, a great awakening should be of effective evaluation. Our accomplishment will determine if it is a great awakening or still disrupted and disconnected of the mind. Battlefield free we seek. Must we reverse all battlefields back to battlefield free? The sprouting from the Easter egg to a flying bird, free from the cage, the shell that surrounds it. Freedom, freedom. The bird reflecting the mind must be the mind battlefield free. Of clarity, of reason that never ceases. Of good. What is good is what is kind, of both inside and out. Understanding only the branch can be part of a tree and not the tree part of the branch. For it is the tree that holds the branch and not the branch that holds the tree. Parents, who is your offspring when you are the offspring of the tree? A branch yielding a branch. The twigs are not branches. A branch cannot yield a branch. The twigs are not branches, but only our exposure to an outcome with regrets, limited outcomes, needing a greater enlightenment. Must the branch recover from its weakness of enabling twigs and return to holding on to the tree? The only part of a tree is the branch. The struggle of the tree. Make it easier for the tree to heal from its bruises. When the bruises of the tree are its branches, can never be another tree on a tree. What is this parasiting of trees on other trees? Of a long time visioning a branch on a tree. A tree is like a bird in an egg that needs to become invisible, its free state. Ice sublimes, water evaporates. Let us reflect of this message today, April 3rd, my water day. It is a Wednesday. Royalties of peace, still in the storm, back to peace that has no storm, looking unto perfect peace. We cannot give up now, but reflect of expected This sunset, the sunrise we see, the sunset, our meditation season, brings us to greater light, the enlightenment, until we all reach the age of light. We are still in the dark age, but our greater mind must keep ascending until we all reach the age of light. Thank you for listening. Royalties of peace still in the storm, back to peace that has no storm, looking unto perfect peace. We seek to sublime. We seek to evaporate of whatever state of being we are. Must ascend never to fall. Must ascend without impurities. Taking time to reach perfect peace than rushing to fall back. Yet the earliest we recover, the better. It takes the fullness of knowledge, the fullness of understanding of our purpose, of no more descending but all ascending. Freedom, freedom, the rebirth, the affirmation of the already reality of our being. The light age, our reality, waking up from the dream of dark age. Thank you for watching. He stills the storm, back to peace that has no storm, looking on to perfect peace.